Casino workers, what is the saddest thing you've seen?
Coming into work and seeing the same people still playing that were there when I left the night before.
Ex-casino worker here. I saw way too many people spend ridiculous amounts of money on gambling. I've seen little kids asleep in chairs outside the casino floor cause their parents were busy gambling. A gentleman had a heart attack at a poker table and other gamblers were pissed cause we had to stop the game so EMS could come. Saddest one though was a lady who wanted to cash a check made out to the electric company. She wanted to know if she could scratch out the company name and write in the casino name. I told her we could not do that.
I worked at a casino over a decade ago, but here's mine. Somebody won a small jackpot, something like $2,000. When checking her ID for tax paperwork, it was discovered that she had put herself on the state's problem gambler self-exclusion list, which meant the casino was obligated to remove her from the building without paying. She wouldn't have been allowed in the building if she had been recognized.
While double-checking, the manager downloaded an updated list we auto-checked against a local copy that was sometimes a few days out of date, and it showed that she had removed herself from the list with sufficient notice, so the jackpot was paid. Proceeded to put every penny of the jackpot back into the slot machine, and also made a couple visits to the ATM. And at the end of her stay she asked the cashiers if she could be put back on the self-exclusion list.
I didn't personally witness it, but in late 1999 I helped open the Motor City Casino in Detroit. A month later, an off-duty police officer lost everything and blew his brains out on the floor.
1st December working in the casino I'm still at. I was on a blackjack table and a guy sits down and drops $1,565 on the table and tells the dealer, "My family's about to have a great Christmas or no Christmas." 0.20 minutes later it's gone, and he asks the dealer if she's happy with herself and how well the casino has to be paying her. Never saw the guy again. Our casino is 95 repeat customers, so I wouldn't be surprised if that actually was his Christmas money.
LA at a casino. One night we got the car and they dropped it off, left the keys in normal here. I hopped in to move it and it smelled like death. I moved the car and informed my super. He called the cops as it was the smell of a decaying came, and we opened the truck. Full of groceries. From 4 months ago. In the Missouri summer heat. It was chicken. They came to claim their car and were told to not park here and valet again.
They said the person who normally carries their groceries up to their second-floor apartment left and they don't have anyone to help them anymore. So now they go to casinos and eat out every day. Didn't have money to do this, no idea where it came from. I will never gamble or go to a casino after working valet those years. Many more stories.
Stay mornings. Barely reopened from the 4-hour weekly cleaning, and the folks on Social Security are already in playing penny slots with the $10 left over in their budget.
At a roulette and blackjack table room that joined with the nightclub I worked in. There was this guy who spent more money than I made in 2 months in just a few hours. He wasn't drunk. I tried to get him to stop playing. He was the only player at the table, but he just said he is lonely and playing blackjack was the only thing that made him feel okay. He was far away from home. I think he was Russian and just really sad. It was tough to watch. His face looked just as vacant when he left as when he started playing. So sad.
Spent a lot of time in the casino. My dad had a gambling problem. It's sad to watch your hero fall, but he pulled himself out and away from that. But the things I've seen a blind Chinese man come in with his bodyguards to help him gamble. I've seen couples blow their entire money and just stand there looking at each other half in tears. I sat next to a woman who lost it all and just couldn't bring herself to get off the chair because reality wasn't setting in. My dad used to really hit it big, and once he would make me play on one machine and he plays on the other. His was losing and mine started winning big. I got shoved off that seat so fast. I don't miss that place. It's full of greed and misery. Casino worker here, winning big can ruin your life. It's like a drug, and I have seen so many people try to chase that high again. They start at higher denomination machines and slowly over time you see them move to $1, $0.50, $0.25 and eventually down to the lowest level.
Watched a lady lose her apartment building business over several years of steadily increasing play. Then she apparently took a shady loan from some people she knew in China and lost all that. She brought her family to the casino for a blowout weekend, spending all her players' card credits, and then jumped off the 18th floor at 3 a.m. I had to tell her, okay, here's 2 more. 15-year-old girl appears speed walking through the casino floor wearing only a short t-shirt. She's drugged out of her skull.
When I caught her and got her to stop, all she wanted was her mother. I got her to the med room, but the entire time I was with her she only said, "I want my mom. Where's my mom?" Kid tweaking for a couple of days had a break and tried to climb behind two large vending machines. He slipped in between them and they crushed him between them. He was 22. I had to watch the video with the police. It took 20 minutes and he did not want to die. It was the saddest thing I have ever seen, and we all needed some time after that.
Even the cops needed some breaks to continue. I gave the surveillance tech a week off paid because that's something no dude should have to see. Not a casino worker. I was at a bar on the casino floor and an elderly man in a suit and had sat down a few seats over and started talking to the bartender. They made small talk and then he mentioned that his wife of 50 years had died of cancer a few weeks beforehand. He said they never had kids and not many friends, so he took all the savings they had and came to Vegas to have some fun until the money runs out, then I'll be going home to be with my wife. Bartender never followed up on it but just kinda let him drink.
I just awkwardly kept scrolling on my phone. What do you even say to that?
A casino worker, but still a sad story. Managed an apartment portfolio decades ago and one of the properties was in Vegas. Keep in mind that this was before the days of paying your rent online. We had a zero cash collection policy, but the manager of the property told everyone this was lifted for the month to help boost our collections. The perfect storm happened on a Friday that aligned with a lot of paydays. She collected about $80,000, roughly $150,000 in today's dollars in cash for rent, and then went to the casino and put it all on red.
Her thinking was that she would double it, then deposit the $80,000 on Monday and nobody would ever know the difference. She did not win. Monday comes around and I see that the money didn't get to the bank, so I call the property. Nobody has seen the manager. Alarm bells immediately ring in my head. I fly to Vegas. We eventually found her at some dude's house and called the police. So stupid.
Casino employee, but I used to work at a bank. Had a customer asking about something on her account, so I was reviewing a statement and saw these frequent $2,000 withdrawals at the casino nearby. In the one statement I was looking at, there were over $10,000 in withdrawals, and this customer's total account balance was somewhere around $60,000. I started going backward in her statements and found she'd sold a house and received something like $700,000 less than a year ago, and had steadily gambled it almost all away, month by month.
It was one of the most depressing things I saw there, which is saying a lot at a bank.